Hello everyone, and happy Friday to you guys. I hope you guys are doing well and having somewhat of a good day. For those of you are having this weekend off, lucky you. I'm off this weekend too, so I'm going to try to do some things and get out of the house. It's supposed to be very nice. I think by Monday it's going to be 75 degrees, so I think with Sunday we get a little bit of rain, but other than that, it should be a perfect weekend. So I'm so excited, and I hope you guys are excited as well. For those of you who do have to work, I'm sorry. We'll be thinking about you, won't we, guys? Or girls, whatever the case may be. Today's topic I do want to talk about is long-distance relationships. I had a couple people actually talk to me about this, and they're in long-distance relationships, and that is something that I was in at with my previous boyfriend of 8 years. He was in Georgia, I was in Florida, and we had met online. We were actually on gay.com, and we started talking back and forth. And I guess to me, it's totally different from when you're talking to someone that you haven't met. You do want to talk to them. I mean, every time either they're on Skype or online, you do want to talk to them, even if, when they're at work or whatever, when you have free time, you want to get on the phone. But you don't really get into it until you finally meet each other. And you figure out, you know what, oh my God, this person is totally right for me. And then you have to go back, So that's kind of how it was for me. We did meet. Our first date was at Disney, and we actually started, hanging out and stuff. And then when he left, it was like 10 times worse, because you did want that person with you. You wanted someone to cuddle next to. You wanted, to go out and hang with somebody, your boyfriend or whatever, or your girlfriend, whatever the case may be. And it is harder, but with technology now, I think it's so much easier, because there is like the communication. There's easier communication to where you can Skype somebody, you can get on your iPhone or whatever, iPad, and have face-to-face conversations to where it's like you're almost there. You can be like, hi, how are you doing? And you get to spend a lot of time, versus how it used to be back then, where there wasn't that much technology. You could call, but of course you had long distance charges, and you could write letters, but then again, you write a letter, by the time you get one back, it's like a week, and you're like, oh my God, I haven't talked to him in a week or two, so I think it's so much better. But with long distance relationships, there will be that time where you start worrying about things, and especially like if you start talking to each other every day, every moment of free time, and then like maybe something comes up. The first process is, oh my God, did he or she find another girlfriend, boyfriend, or are they done with me, or all these little thoughts get in your head. So the biggest advice that I could give you guys and girls out there is eliminate that out of your head. Eliminate anybody else's history. Some people, they say that they've gone through these long distance relationships, they met online, and oh, it was horrible. That was their situation. Do not base anything on previous relationships. Do not base it on someone else's relationships. Base it on how you guys are, and when you guys fall in love, you fall in love, and if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If not, you guys decide to move on and find someone else, then that's fine. But do not, and I repeat, do not take somebody else's advice. You guys are in the relationship. It's you and the other person. It's not you and 10 other people, and be like, well, I think you should do this, and I think if that's the case, here, you go out with them, I'll go out with somebody else, because obviously you know what needs to be done, because you're not with them, you don't have the same feelings that I have about this person. So it's hard to give somebody advice, so it's a case-to-case scenario. I really can't give you too much advice on that, but if you kind of go by that and take all those thoughts out, because sometimes you do get busy, and me and my boyfriend, like I said, we've been together for 8 years, and then there's sometimes, I love and care so much about my boyfriend, but again, I do my own things. I do my vlogging, I do the groups, you know, I do my collab channels and everything like that. So that takes some of your time away, you know, but that doesn't mean that I love my boyfriend any less. You know, I love him just the same as I did yesterday, as I do today, and I will tomorrow, you know. He's an amazing person in my life, so but I can't spend every single moment with him. You know, I do have to have my own life as well, you know. So, you know, he does certain things, and then I do certain things, and then we get together and we discuss things about our day, and you do need to have that kind of separation sometimes too, you know, because if you're with each other 24/7, you know, eventually you find, you know, certain things that you can't talk about, you know. But, you know, if you go do different things, you know, when you get back together, you have so much to talk about, and you know, you can enjoy each other's company a little bit more and be like, oh my god, I missed you so much, you know. This is what happened today, this is what happened, you know. A friend of mine, you know, I was hanging out with them, and oh my gosh, she fell on her butt, and it was just hilarious. You know, you can talk about certain things like that, and it just, you know, it makes your relationship a little bit stronger, and it doesn't get to the point where it starts getting boring, you know. So I hope, I'm trying to make this video really short. If you guys got any questions for me about long distance relationship or any kind of relationship, I'm not the best person for advice on that category, but I will give you my point of views. But again, like I said, you really need to deal with your relationship between you and your partner, because a lot of people will give you tons of feedback. Believe me, they will give you tons and tons of feedback, but in the end, you know, it's your decision. It's two people, you know, you guys are in the relationship, so definitely, you know, take care of your relationship, and if, like I said, if it's time to move on, you move on to better things, and you go from there. But that's a whole different that's a whole different other conversation we'll have. So I wish the best for you guys and girls out there, and I will talk to you guys later. I love each and every one of you as always. You guys are amazing. Take care, guys.